it's Leela, the proud Poly Kinky Queer Slut. Today's question is, was Abraham Lincoln gay? And I bring this up because there's an interesting debate going on right now that gets really to the heart of a lot of the erasure of queer identity. And it gets interesting because, the term gay was not used the way we use it now in Abraham Lincoln's day. So we don't know how Abraham Lincoln would identify. But there is significant historical evidence that he had close relationships and most likely romantic and sexual relationships with men. The question is, why is this a big deal? And you know what? It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be a big deal. But it's a big deal because of erasure, because there's this idea that you have to be straight and that queer people haven't existed before, and that this is a modern thing, that being gay is somehow something that's new, something that's like on the rise. And men being attracted to men is something that has always been around. And it does not in any way change the accomplishments of Abraham Lincoln, that he was most likely what we would now consider bisexual or gay, or somehow queer. As a matter of fact, it just shines a spotlight on the fact that we queer people are normal, and that's why people are bringing it up, and why it's becoming something of a rallying cry, because it's so frustrating to have this idea that none of the great people in history were like us, that they were all straight, that it's somehow just really weird to be queer, and that wasn't something that existed before, when that's just totally not true. So pointing out that somebody like Abraham Lincoln, who is one of the most revered presidents in American history, was most likely gay or bisexual or in some way attracted to men at some points in his life, at least. It's just a reminder that we're here, that we're people, that gay people are not some other scary thing that you need to push away, that it's absolutely not only possible but reality, that some of the people that are most loved and respected in our national history aren't 100% straight. So that's all we're getting at there with that. And I just appreciate those stories so much, because it helps me feel just more seen and more able to do whatever I want to do, and to teach my kids that they have that same freedom. So thanks very much for listening. This is Leela, the proud Poly Kinky Queer Slut. You can ask me anything by emailing me at kinkyqueerslut@gmail.com. Have a great day.